During Moremi Ajasara's reign as the Queen of Ile-Ife, the kingdom found itself under siege by a terrifying force. Ile-Ife, regarded as the spiritual and cultural heart of the Yoruba people, was a prosperous and revered city-state. However, this prosperity attracted the attention of marauding invaders who posed a serious threat to the kingdom's stability and the well-being of its people. The mysterious invaders, often referred to as the forest people or the Igbo in various accounts, were unlike any enemies the people of Ile-Ife had faced before. Their attacks were swift, brutal, and shrouded in fear, creating an atmosphere of dread and uncertainty across the kingdom. The invaders seemed to have supernatural abilities, making them appear invincible in the eyes of the terrified inhabitants of Ile-Ife. The invaders of Ile-Ife were known for their unusual and fearsome appearance. They wore elaborate costumes made from raffia, a type of palm fiber, which gave them a ghostly and otherworldly appearance. The sight of these strange figures, with their towering forms and flowing attire, struck fear into the hearts of the people. The invaders were believed to possess mystical powers, which they used to confuse and overpower the defenders of Ile-Ife. The raffia costumes not only concealed the identities of the invaders, but also made them seem larger than life, contributing to the belief that they were supernatural beings. Their attacks were often carried out under the cover of darkness or during times when the people of Ile-Ife were least prepared, adding to the sense of unpredictability and terror. These mysterious invaders seemed to have an almost uncanny ability to evade capture, further fueling the belief that they were not of this world. The people of Ile-Ife, unable to understand the nature of these attackers, grew increasingly desperate and fearful as the raids continued. The raids by the invaders wreaked havoc on Ile-Ife. The attackers would descend upon the kingdom with little warning, pillaging villages, destroying crops and taking captives. The devastation left in their wake was immense, with homes and sacred sites burned to the ground and families torn apart. The constant threat of invasion led to a state of perpetual fear and anxiety among the people of Ile-Ife. Many believed that the gods had abandoned them or that they were being punished for some unknown transgression. The psychological impact of the raids was just as severe as the physical destruction, as the people struggled to understand the forces that were tearing their world apart. In response to these attacks, the kingdom's defenses were bolstered, and various measures were taken to protect the city. However, these efforts were largely in vain, as the invaders seemed to be unstoppable. The more the people of Ile-Ife tried to resist, the more determined and ferocious the invaders became. Amidst this chaos, Queen Moremi Ajasaro emerged as a beacon of hope for the beleaguered people of Ile-Ife. Deeply affected by the suffering of her people and determined to put an end to the terror, Moremi made the courageous decision to take matters into her own hands. She understood that traditional military strategies and defenses were not enough to defeat these mysterious invaders. A different approach was needed. Moremi resolved to uncover the secret behind the invaders' power, believing that understanding their true nature was the key to defeating them. She knew that this mission would require immense bravery and sacrifice, as it would mean leaving the safety of her palace and venturing into the heart of the enemy's camp. Her determination was fueled by her deep love for her people and her sense of duty as the queen. Moremi knew that the fate of Ile-Ife rested on her shoulders, and she was willing to risk everything to save her kingdom from destruction. In a bid to outwit the invaders, Moremi devised a bold and daring plan. She decided to infiltrate the enemy's ranks by allowing herself to be captured during one of their raids. To do this, she first sought the guidance of the river goddess Esimere, to whom she made a solemn vow. Moremi promised the goddess that she would sacrifice whatever was most precious to her in exchange for the knowledge needed to defeat the invaders. With this vow made, Moremi prepared herself for the dangerous mission. She disguised herself as a commoner and joined a group of villagers who were likely to be targeted by the invaders. As expected, the invaders soon struck, and Moremi was taken captive along with the others. However, this was all part of her plan. Moremi had intentionally placed herself in the hands of the enemy to learn their secrets. Once inside the invaders' camp, Moremi used her intelligence and charm to gain their trust. She observed their rituals, listened to their conversations, and gradually pieced together the truth behind their fearsome appearance. To her surprise, Moremi discovers that the invaders were not supernatural beings at all, but ordinary men who used the raffia costumes to create an illusion of invincibility. The invaders' strength lay in the psychological impact of their disguise, which made them appear as terrifying spirits rather than mere mortals. Moremi realized that if the people of Ile-Ife could overcome their fear of the invaders' appearance, they could defeat them in battle. Armed with this crucial information, Moremi managed to escape from the enemy camp and return to Ile-Ife. Her mission had been successful. She now possessed the knowledge needed to liberate her people from the terror that had plagued them for so long. Upon her return, Moremi immediately shared her findings with the leaders of Ile-Ife. She revealed the true nature of the invaders and explained how their power could be neutralized. The people of Ile-Ife were initially shocked by the revelation, but Moremi's courage and conviction inspired them to take action. The next time the invaders attacked, the people of Ile-Ife were prepared. Following Moremi's advice, they set fire to the raffia costumes worn by the invaders, stripping them of their fearsome disguise. Without their mystical appearance, the invaders were no match for the well-prepared defenders of Ile-Ife. The tide of battle quickly returned, and the invaders were decisively defeated. Moremi's bravery and her sacrifice had saved Ile-Ife from destruction, and her actions secured her place as a legendary figure in Yoruba history. The defeat of the mysterious invaders marks the end of a dark chapter in the kingdom's history and the beginning of a period of peace and recovery. The story of Moremi Ajasaro and her defeat of the mysterious invaders became one of the most celebrated legends in Yoruba culture. Her actions were commemorated in songs, stories, and festivals, ensuring that her legacy would be remembered for generations to come. The annual Edi Festival, still celebrated in Ile-Ife today, honors Moremi's sacrifice and the victory she helped achieve. Moremi's heroism serves as a powerful symbol of courage, intelligence, and selflessness. Her willingness to risk everything for the sake of her people exemplifies the qualities of a true leader and has made her a beloved figure in Yoruba history. The legend of Moremi Ajasaro continues to inspire and resonate with people, reminding them of the importance of bravery and the power of knowledge in overcoming even the most daunting challenges.